Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you from the city of Pattaya, Thailand. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the healthcare, namely how US healthcare compares to the private healthcare in Thailand. Thailand essentially has two-tier system. One is a socialized healthcare for the masses, and the second tier is a private healthcare, which is rather good. It is for those Thai people and even foreigners, medical tourists that come to the country to get decent healthcare and do some medical procedures at a fraction of the cost of what they would be paying normally in the West. Unfortunately, I was down with acute viral bronchitis for 3 weeks and I couldn't do much. I didn't make any videos. It was really rather nasty virus that took the air out of me, and I'm slowly coming back together. What was a revelation to me was when I went to a local private hospital and I needed to see a doctor, internal medicine doctor. And so internal medicine doctor saw me and listened to my lungs, diagnosed bronchitis, immediately ordered x-ray, blood work. On top of that, he prescribed treatment right away. And this was an outpatient service within the hospital. And so I got the oxygen mask with bronchodilators and steroid shot via IV infusion. And then I was asked to sit and just rest a little bit, and then the doctor would see me next. So I had 2 follow-up visits within 1 visit, so to speak. And I spent about, I would say, close to 2.5 hours, 3 hours at the hospital. And you are not going to believe the bill that I had to pay. It was absolutely staggeringly small. I paid $248 for all the services, including treatments, including medications, including inhaler, even though I don't have the asthma, but the doctor said you should take a bronchodilator inhaler, albuterol variant of sorts. Then I was given prednisone, more steroids, some antibiotics, and basically that was it. So all of that, 2 x-rays, 3 visits, blood work, treatment, medications, all in all was $248. It's mind-boggling how affordable private healthcare is here compared to the US counterpart. If I were to do the same thing, if I were to go to the US hospital and not even talk about presenting to emergency department, but just going to walk-in clinic and asking for the same range of services and trying to pay for it, I would be looking at the bill that would be close to $2,000, probably even more than that. I would say in some places up to $3,000. So it's unbelievable how in a different part of the world there's a better private healthcare as opposed to what we have in America. In America, as we all know, healthcare is completely broken. It's not even it's not a free market, it's not a capitalism, it's corporatism. So all we deal with is huge, large corporations that are publicly traded companies. And so they jack up the prices because they are beholden to the shareholders, and their CEOs draw tens of millions of dollars of annual remuneration packages, salaries, bonuses. The overhead is absolutely astronomical. It's enormous. And so we arrived at the point where healthcare is completely broken. And also, why am I saying this is broken? It's because I am a nurse by training. I have been a nurse for many years, and I've exited clinical work 6 years ago before transferring over to the office-based job, and then eventually transitioning to a remote-based job. The healthcare is absolutely wasteful. Not only is it wasteful, we cannot have the same level of services. So if you were to go into the first of all, you have to wait for appointments for months sometimes. You just can't expect to have an appointment on the same day. Here in Thailand, I contacted the hospital. I said to them, I need to see an internal medicine doctor because there is no enough acuity or severity of the symptoms for me to go to the emergency department. So I said I just needed an appointment, and they said, why don't you just walk in? You don't need an appointment. In other instances, I set up an appointment, and it was the same day. Same day you set up an appointment. You don't have to wait for weeks and months. Now, why is it so easy to do it here in a third world country where America is so developed and it is the richest country on earth, yet our healthcare system is completely broken? And I wonder if we can even fix that. Now, when I worked for a company that serviced and this is I'm referencing my last full-time job that I had. I worked with Medicaid case submissions, essentially just establishing proven medical necessity for the Medicaid patients. Now, I have to tell you, and I'm not going to mention names, but large hospital systems, they get away with everything. They put a patient with a headache, migraine, in for 2 days, and they charge Medicaid $100,000. This is not an exaggeration, not an exaggeration. So it's unbelievable at what we have. This is a corporate theft and abuse and completely broken system. Completely broken system. So once again, in Thailand, the services cost me 10 times, on average 10 times less than what I would have paid in America. And of course, there's some great hospitals in America, great research centers, amazing doctors. The problem is the whole system needs to be overhauled, and unfortunately politicians do not want to overhaul it. They have hundreds of billions of dollars for Ukraine and God only knows what other places where the wars are, but they can't find a single dollar to fix a broken system. Why? Because the politicians have free healthcare, because they have everything for free, they don't pay anything out of pocket, and this is why they don't really care about what's happening with the people that live in the country. But if there are no productive, of course, then there's a pharmacological industry that want to keep people sick and on medications. They don't want to treat people, they don't want to cure people. They just want to keep them on medications, all sorts of medications, procedures that are not even necessary. Now, I'm not even going to talk about the food that is laced with all sorts of poisons and heavy metals, hormones, God only knows what. Okay, the food chain is another abysmal situation that is just is out of control. It's out of control. So, but getting back to the healthcare, I still maintain that the United States has some of the best research facilities in the world and some of the best doctors. However, we cannot continue to have so many sick people in this country who are unable and cannot afford to go to a doctor. Now, if you have private healthcare insurance, and I'm talking about like PPO and not even HMO in America, right? Even that, what does it give you? I used to have that. It wouldn't give me anything. And I still would have to pay co-pays, co-insurances, out of pocket. And if you look at all the premiums and costs, it would be thousands of dollars per person per year. And what did I get out of it? And what do we get out of it? What do we get? We get no value whatsoever. Anyways, so that's all I really wanted to discuss today. thank you for coming in and listening to this video. I appreciate your viewership, and I will get back to making videos very shortly, and hopefully we'll continue on this journey. Once again, this is Dimitri, the travel man, coming to you from Pattaya City, Thailand. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great one. I'll see you next time.